guys, it's Kat and I'm back today testing out some products. So I went to an event the other week and I got this bag. So it was essentially from Beauty Next, which is a makeup distributor, I believe. So in Australia, they have certain brands like Sleek, The Balm, Elf, and they help distribute those products to stores, something like that. Anyway, they had an event talking about some of their new releases and I was given some of them. I haven't tried any of these, so I just thought today I'll put them on my face and let you know what I think. I just wanted to point out quickly before I go on that I am currently in the middle of a foundation wear test. I'm finally going to do a review and wear test on the Ordinary Coverage Foundation. I don't like this and I've had it for months and months and months, but I thought it's about time before I potentially chuck it out or, I don't know, fall back in love with it or do something with it. I will give it another go because I haven't worn this in months, so that's what this is. It should already be up, so watch it if you want to watch it. I've also primed my eyes with the Kat Von D. This is the Color Correcting Eyeshadow Primer. It's a product that's in my project pan. I've put it all over the lid and sort of blended it out. I am going to say that this, like, I don't like the kind of stick format, but the more I've been using this, the more I actually am loving it. It works really well at keeping your eyeshadows on. Like, it's really, really good. Yeah, I didn't like this when I first started using it, but I've grown to have a respect for it. Alright, I've got quite a few things in this bag. I might actually just go through them really quickly. I haven't actually, like I said, used any of this. Some of these products I already own, so I might not use those products because I already have them. But I think the brands that you'll recognize that Beauty Next distributes is yeah, Barry M, Sleek, The Balm, Elf, and I think that's the main stuff in this bag. So yeah, let's go through it. Alright, so the first thing that I'm super excited about, and I will be trying this out today, is the Nude Beach palette by The Balm. This is the third nude palette that they've released. I've got a whole bunch of Balm palettes, not the nude range. I have like the Meat Matte range and a few other ones. This is really interesting and I've been wanting to try it. We've been talking about it on Beauty News for a while, so I'm keen to open that up. There's a 7-piece brush set from Sleek that's recently come out. I don't know if I'll be using this today. I've got a few brushes already set aside, but maybe. There's also the Barry M Cosmic Lights highlighting palette. Now this is an interesting one. It's sealed at the moment because there's 4 creams and 2 powders. I was playing with this at the event. I don't love, like, I like the colors of the powders. This one is like a blue shifting one or a purple shifting one, but I just don't like cream products. So I like the fact that it's sealed. I just wish it was, you know, 6 powders. So I don't know if I'll be using that yet. We'll see. We've got a bunch of Sleek palettes, and I love Sleek powder products. I've got a bunch. I think I've recently, or when I decluttered my makeup collection last year, I got rid of a few blush trios that I had in my collection for years and years and years. But now I can put some more back in. So this is the Blush by 3 palette. This is in Pink Lemonade. What colors does it have? It's got 1 cream and 2 shimmers, and I'm not sure what colors they are. Anyway, we can have a look at this. My favorite blush from Sleek is the Rose Gold blush. It looks a lot like this one here, so it might have that in it. I've still got that. I love that blush. I go through like stages every year where, like, for 2 months in a row, I'll just use that blush. Ooh, I might use this. There is the Face Form Contouring and Blush Palette. So this is in the shade Light. I have fairish light skin, so that might work for me. I have used their old school contour palette, the light one that had the matte powder and the shimmery highlighter. That is from years and years ago. I don't think they have it anymore. They might actually, because they've got a face contour kit in medium. So this is a similar thing. It's got pressed contour powder and highlight in Ore. So that's a medium, probably won't be using that. And then we've got the Cleopatra's Kiss highlighting palette. Now I do have this, I'm not a huge fan. It has a couple of, I think it's got 3 powders and 1 cream, but I'm not a huge fan. But anyway, I might break up that one. Ooh, I kind of want to use this. We've got the Elf contouring palette. This is new, it's in the shade something. I don't think it's got a shade. I think it's a universal kind of shade. So I might actually use this. I've never used Elf contouring products. And I learnt from the event that I thought we didn't have much Elf in Australia because I go to Kmart and there's only a few products. I've learned that they keep the really affordable stuff in Kmart in store, and the rest, like this kind of stuff, is online. So we actually do have access to a lot of e.l.f., but you have to order it online. They only keep things, I think, under $12 or something in store, so the really affordable range. But if you want this kind of stuff, which I think ends up being about, I think it's $16 or something, you got to order it online. So that enlightened me. I didn't know that before, but I might use this. We've also got the Baked Highlighter in Moonlight Pearls from e.l.f. This has been a widely discussed product. I might use it today because a lot of people talk about this and I'm really interested. A few tools from e.l.f. We've got, oh, not really tools, this is a brow pencil. If I knew this was in the bag, I wouldn't have done my brows, but this is in Taupe, which is a good shade for me. It's got a spoolie on one end and clearly a brow pencil on the other, but I'm not using that today. I've done my brows. We've got a mascara and shadow shield, which is really interesting. I'm not sure if you can see it. I might take it out. So it's this silicone-y type thing, and I think when you're doing your shadows, you put it under like that so you don't get fallout, and when you're doing your mascara, you can do it like that so you don't get the mascara up on your thing, on your lid. So that's interesting. I don't know how often I'd use that, but maybe if I had really glittery shadows, I would use it. Probably better than those shadow shields that you stick on, because this is reusable. There we go, just readjusted the tripod. Then we've got a teal eyeliner. This comes with a little brush as well, so that's from e.l.f. I might give that a go potentially today. I don't know, we'll see. Then I've got a few things from Barry M. We've got an illuminating strobe cream, so it's a stick illuminator, and this is in the shade 3 Baked, so it looks a little bit dark for me at the moment, so I might put that aside. There is a Matte Me Up lip kit, metallic liquid lip paint and lip liner, so it's a metallic lip kit, and this is in Prestige, I think that's what it is. I might try this today. I might try it today. Let's give it a go. And then if you want to see me do a wear test on it, I can do that in the future too. I've got Barry M nail polish. This is a gorgeous color. This is in the Coconut Infusion range, and it's a shade Island Fever. I don't think that's very islandy, but it's a gorgeous color. And what I will be trying today, oh no, I won't be trying it today because I'm doing a foundation wear test, damn it. This is a Barry M matte finishing setting spray. So it's a mist and fix, flawless mist and fix. So I'm interested in that. I like a matte finish, but I am doing a foundation wear test, so I don't want to mess that up. Then a few more things from the Balm. I love the Balm, so this is super exciting. We have a Mary Lou. I've got Mary Lou. She's happily in my collection. I do enjoy her. I might hold on to this and put it in like a Christmas giveaway. So yeah, we'll come back to you, Mary Lou, but great highlighter. One thing I am very interested in, oh, do I use sleek blushes or this blush? This is the Balm Springs. It's their new blush. So it's a long wear blush, and it looks fun. So it's got the little slip. This design is gorgeous. She's like at a golf course, loving life. It's dreary outside. I wish I was there enjoying the golf course too. Not that I play golf. And then this is called, I think it's called In Full Swing, or is it Balm Springs? Anyway, it says In Full Swing. So it's this gorgeous kind of terracotta nude blush. I love it. I think I might try this today. It's got a gorgeous mirror. Oh, I like it. Ooh, and then we've got two lip products. We've got a Meet Matte Hues. I think this is a new shade in Charismatic. I've got an orangey color. I don't know what it's called. That's the color there. So it's a nude brown. Did I say orangey color? No, I've got an orangey color. I've got one in my drawer. So I have used this formula before. It's minty. I might do a lipstick wear test on this range soon. It's been on my to-do list. And then we've got a Mad Lash black mascara. That's actually really cute. I don't know if you can see it properly. Maybe if I put it here. But essentially it's like she's in a lab and she's got a guy. It's a bit strange. She's got like test tubes or like bubbling stuff, and a guy like strapped up. It's weird, but I really want to try this mascara, so I'll try this mascara. I kind of want to use these, but because I've used their products before when it comes to contour, highlight, blushes. I might stick with other stuff, so unfortunately Sleek won't be in this video. I'm going to use the e.l.f. contour palette, I'm going to use the Balm eyeshadow palette, I'm going to use the Balm blush, I'm very excited about this, the Balm mascara, excited about that, e.l.f. highlighter, and the Barry M Matte Me Up lip kit. And then if I think the look goes with teal eyeliner, I will use the teal eyeliner. I think that's the stuff I'll be using today. I also want to clarify that these are brands that I have actually been, like when I first started blogging and first really getting into makeup, they're brands that I delved into years ago. So I am quite familiar with these brands and I do enjoy them. The Balm is one of those brands for me that recently some of their palettes haven't really inspired me, but I really am always impressed by their products. So I find their powder products, their blushes, their highlighters, all that kind of jazz, really good quality. It's just that I think their releases in the last couple of years haven't inspired me that much. This palette looks cool though, so I'm keen. Alright, we're starting with the palette. I'm excited about this. Like I said, I've used palettes before. I just haven't used their stuff recently. So this is what the palette looks like inside. It's got a big mirror. Oh, it's got a brush, but it's got, this is not on autofocus, so I'm gonna have to keep it here. But essentially it's a warm nude palette. You've got some kind of light shades. You have some transition shades, shimmer, matte. I think that's a shimmer, that's a matte. These are kind of berries, these are more kind of gold and traditional kind of chocolate brown, a beautiful bronze, a kind of burnt orange, a dark brown, and this gorgeous sort of, what is this? That is like a dark burgundy, really pretty shades. The pans look really tiny. They contain, all up, this palette contains 9.6 grams of product. So similar to the Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, they contain 9.8 grams of product, I think. So even though it looks small, the pans, you do get an okay amount of product. And that's a little brush that it comes with, which I'm not going to use, but you know, handy if you're on the go. All right, I might go something a little bit different. I'm really drawn to this color here, which is breathtaking, but I really want to go into Brainiac, which is this sort of berry raspberry color. It's a shimmer. I do like a shimmer all over the lid. I might actually set my primer a little bit because it feels tacky. So I'm going to go in with this brilliant shade there and just set that. And then I might actually zoom in. Let's zoom in. All right, so with just a fluffy brush, this is by Morphe M513, not affiliated. I'm going to go in with Brilliant, and I really like these kind of palettes because even though it doesn't stand up on its own, I really like to hold a palette just like this and do my makeup with the palette. I just feel like you can get really close to the eye and not have to, like, I like doing my makeup quite close, so I quite like that. I'm just going to set this. That's actually really nicely pigmented for a cream. I feel bad. I've like made my, look at the creasing. I don't know if you can see it, but I've had this primer on for like half an hour. Finally getting to set it. Yeah, it's got that crease. We'll cover it with some shimmer. I also look really tired. I'm not wearing concealer, but it is what it is. I'm going to go in with this shade Bright on this guy's genitals. It looks like a really nice sort of warm, I don't know, warm, what's that? Like a warm mauve? I don't even know if that's a thing. It's like a light berry. There we go. So that blends really nicely and it doesn't lose all its color. I don't know if you can see. All right, we're just going in with a flat, this is a MAC brush. I don't know what number it is because it's a double-sided one from a holiday collection, but we're going in with that Brainiac shade, like that, and just all over the lid. It is a lot more pinky looking, like strawberry, I guess, on the lid. I don't know if it's just my skin, but you know, they're nice, soft, bit of fallout. They're nice soft eyeshadows. They're not super pigmented, but I kind of like that because you have more control. I think the Subculture palette has shown us that mass amounts of pigmentation doesn't necessarily mean a good eyeshadow. If you don't have control over it and you can't use it properly, what's the point of having heaps of pigmentation? So I like that this is sort of, it blends nicely and it's not patchy and it's got a nice amount of color, but it's not like, you put it on and it's like crazy pigment. I feel like that Breathtaking Bronze color would be a little bit like that. I might use that next. Look, it's a pretty color. I feel like for my coloring it doesn't work the best. These do pick up a little bit of product when you put the, like this is a firm brush, but if you put it in, kind of, it's a soft powder, like it's a soft eyeshadow. I am going to go in with Breathtaking and just try it like to see what that one's like. I'm just going in with the same brush because I can. And that just gives a beautiful sort of metallic bronze to it. So that's definitely a bit more of a pop of metallic, which I quite like. On the lower lash line, I'm actually going to use, not that shade, what shade? This shade, which is that kind of goldy color. It's called Built. It's this guy's chest. And I'm just going in here, inner corner through to midpoint, I guess. Just drag it along. That's really nicely pigmented. So the metallics are really gorgeous. And the color I've been really wanting to use is this one here, which is Brave. It's like a dark grape color, but it's got a bit of like a shimmer in it, but it looks like a matte. So it's a matte with a little bit of micro sparkle in it. I'm just going like on the tip of that brush and just running it on the outer corner and getting it into my eyeball. That's nice. And just on the top, I'm just doing it in the outer corner. It's a pretty color. So this does blend nicely as well. They are a little bit powdery, but I think it means they kind of blend quite easily. All right, I feel like I've lost that initial color, that Brainiac, so I'm just going in with my finger and just kind of patting it back on the center where those kind of colors meet, because that bronze and that berry color has just taken over, which is, you know, that's fine. Alright, just with that brush that I used first, I'm just going to blend that out. I haven't put any more colour on it. Just using that original brush where we put the colour in the crease. Just to blend that out a little bit. While we're here, I might finish the eyes. I don't think this goes with the look, but I feel like I want to use it anyway. I swatched this at the event and I don't know, it doesn't have the pigmentation that I would like it to have, to be fair, but I do love me a teal eyeliner, so I'm going to try it anyway. It's a really good colour. The shade is Teal Tease. Don't tease me, it's got some shimmer in it. It's not going to go with this eye look, but we're going to use it, and we're going to use it with the brush that it comes with because that's what we're doing. Oh, it's very, very creamy. You put the brush in and it picks up a lot, and that's what it kind of looks like. It's a beautiful colour. Beautiful color. It's, yeah, got some silver sparkle in it, and you can see that it's not like super pigmented, but we'll see how it goes in the eye. I am curious. Alrighty, doesn't go with the colors, but we're testing stuff out. Alright, I feel like I really need to pack this on. This brush isn't the best. It's usable, but... So the color's really pretty, but instead of actually being able to just swipe it, I feel like I need to stamp it because the pigmentation's not the best, and I feel like to get the colour, see if I swipe it, it kind of disappears. I don't know if you can see that. It really needs to be built up. Hopefully it lasts. I hope the effort of building this up means that it will last all day and look awesome all day. If it does, I'm happy to deal with it, but yeah, I don't like things that you need to build up so they're really chunky to get the pigmentation. Yeah. Alright, that's a liner. I don't mind the colour, I just don't have much faith in it. It's really, really creamy. It's like you have to use a lot of product, you've got to build it up. It hasn't dried down yet. Has it dried on my hand? We'll see. It's also kind of translucent, so the colour isn't super bold. It's not too bad once it sets. Not too bad once it sets, but because this is so creamy and it's not super, super opaque, I found that here it sort of was mixing with the eyeshadows and kind of turning into like a greeny kind of colour, but you can make it work. I don't know, I just personally wouldn't reach for this on a daily basis. It seems like a little bit more hassle than what it's potentially worth. But I do want to try this mascara now that we're up close. Can you see this guy? The poor guy strapped down to the table or the pod. I don't know what's going on. The tube is super, super cute. I really like this. Mad Lash, it's cute. It's got a spiky wand with a curve. I really like a spiky wand. Let's do it. My lashes are rubbish, so ignore that. But it actually works quite well. Yes. Normally I'm like, what lashes? And now I'm like, oh, hello lashes, I see you, kind of, maybe. So that's with the mascara and that's without the mascara. So it's definitely a decent mascara. I don't hate it. I wouldn't say it looks like it's particularly curling, but at the same time, my lashes are dead straight and even a lash curler doesn't like to curl my lashes. But definitely volumizing, definitely lengthening. It's a little bit clumpy, but nothing like it's like an acceptable amount. I kind of like that look of a little bit of clumpiness. It kind of gives more volume. This eye is never as good as that eye. It's just a thing. It is quite wet, but I think that's possibly just because it's a new mascara and I've just opened a brand new mascara. Look, I don't hate that. I think this mascara is cute. I like it. I'll enjoy using it. Approved. All right, we've zoomed back out. We're going to do the face now. I'm going to do some contouring and some bronzing and some cheeking and... Alright, we're going in with the contour palette from e.l.f. This is just the contour palette and those are the colours in there. The mirror, once again, is good. It holds up on its own. I don't need to reach for this guy. I can just use that. I'm happy about that. There's 2 highlight shades, 2 contour bronze shades. So for me, that would be like an all over bronzer. This would be a contour. This would be, I don't like highlighting stuff, but that would be one. And that looks like a shimmery highlighter. So let's have a look. Yeah, it's got a very, very soft sheen to it. Like you can barely see it. Let's swatch them properly. All right, they're not showing up the best and I didn't swatch them in the best kind of location, but they're very kind of soft powders. Hopefully they blend well. It looks like this bronzer might have a slight sheen to it, which I don't hate for an all over bronzer. So I'm gonna try these 2. I don't think I'm going to try these today. I'm going to try to contour with this guy. This is, I've never used this before. It's a Tarte Unicorn something brush. We were going to do something with this on Beauty News, but we didn't. I'm going to go in with that contour shade there. These are soft, but the pans are packed really firmly, so they don't pick up heaps of product. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. So yeah, if you want to contour, this is a good kind of cool toned contour. This looks a little bit patchy. I don't love it. Ooh. But I feel like it might be the foundation that I'm wearing, which is a little bit patchy anyway, and it might cling to it weirdly. I just think, oh my God, why am I doing this? I don't love this. It looks kind of dirty on my skin and looks a little bit patchy. That side looks a lot better than this side, but I don't love it. I don't love it. All right, I'm gonna go in with the hairline. Yeah, it's hard to pick up product and it applies a little bit patchy. Ugh, hair, get out of the way. Definitely does contour. It kind of looks red on me up there. My forehead, it makes me look kind of red. Here it makes me look dirty and patchy. I don't know. I'm not sold on this. Let's see what the bronzing powder's like. This one here with a big e.l.f. brush. Maybe it looks like it's sealed as well from when I swatched it. So just the oils from my hands when I swatched it, it looks like it started sealing it over. It's getting a bit of hard pan, which is kind of disappointing. So let's just bronze a little bit with this, add some color to my face. That hard pan concerns me. I don't love this. Oof. Oh, it's making me look a bit like a tomato. Oh, I don't like it. I don't really like it. The hard pan concerns me. I don't know if you can see there, but that little glisten of like that hard pan. Anyway, I managed to get something going on, but I'm not sure if this will be a product I reach for ever. Alright, onto a product that I'm confident I will like, the Balm Springs Blush. It looks pretty. I'm keen. I'm going to use a Real Techniques blush brush. I think this is what that is. No, it's a multitask brush. Get your shit together, and let's just go here. It's got a nice little mirror as well. I can see what I'm doing. Adds a nice little flush of kind of peach, probably heavy-handed, but I feel like that is a combination of the kind of bronzer I use that makes me look kind of red, but that's a pretty blush. It blends out nicely. It is matte. Too much. Oh my god, what have I done? Shit. Okay, go light-handed with this. It's very pigmented. You don't want to end up like this. Okay, I'm just gonna get my what do you call it, sponge that I had my foundation on. I'm just going to tone that down a little bit. So that's just with the excess foundation that I had when I put on my foundation before. Ugh, still look a bit rosy, but it's a lot better. Jesus. Alright, so what we learnt today was this is a nice blush, but it is very pigmented. You don't look like you're picking up much, but you do. But it's a nice kind of peachy, rosy nude look, which I like the colour. Alright, second last thing we're trying. This is the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter. I've heard a lot of good things about this. This shade is in Moonlight Pearls. So that's the shade there. It feels very, oh Jesus, it feels very dry and nothing came out. You think for a baked highlighter they should be really pigmented. Look at that. That nothing came out. Oh my god. Is this actually like a fake prototype that's actually just cut like plastic? Listen to it. It's like rubbing your finger on the packaging, like rough packaging. Picks up nothing. That's not good. I don't know why people talk about this. It's shit. Alright, I feel like I'm committed to trying this, even though this looks like I'm literally trying to, I don't know, use a textured plastic surface. But I'm going to see if I could, no, you can't pick any of it up. There is nothing on the brush. Is this for real? Is this for real? Is this like a fake product? This is like fake makeup. I'm going to see if I can get any on. No, nothing. Okay, that is a complete fail. That is horrible. Horrible. If you want to get a bloody highlighter, the Balm and Barry Luminizer is 1,000 times better than that, if not 1,000,000 times better than that. That is woeful. Alright, looks like we will be going into the Sleek Face Palette. Alright, so this is the Face Palette by Sleek. Once again, it's got a bronzer, it's got a highlighter that's shimmery, a gorgeous blush that looks like rose gold. Doesn't tell you what's in it, but I reckon it's rose gold. I love that blush. Like, it's shimmery, but it is gorgeous. It's a gorgeous blush. It's a gorgeous blush. Should have used this for the highlighting and the contour because I think this would have worked a lot better. I really like the Sleek packaging. It's really sturdy, a nice big mirror. And I'm going to use the middle highlighting shade. See, actually picks up product. That is, picks up product. Like, that last one was shit. I'm going to tap some of this off because it probably picks up too much product, and I'm going to put it on, and that is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Sleek, you've done it again. e.l.f., you've disappointed the family. And it's a gorgeous highlighter. It looks peachy. I'm just going to put them on my nose. It looks peachy and almost gold in the pan, but it's got a kind of silver shift. Really pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Doesn't emphasize skin texture as much as some of their Solstice palette, but it does emphasize skin texture a little bit. That is too much highlighter on my nose. And yeah. Okay, last thing, we're going to try the Matte Me Up Lip Kit from Barry M. I think this is in the shade Prestige. You get a lip liner, you get a lipstick. The colour's definitely Prestige. Looks very much like Kylie, sort of. And I'm curious what the colours is like. What I tend to like to do, should I line my lips? Oh, I'll line my lips now. I like to line my lips after I put the lipstick on and kind of use it to correct the shape, but this is a liquid lipstick, so it's harder to do. It's quite a firm pencil, not as creamy as the Kylie or the Colourpop. I really like this kind of burgundy kind of shade though. And hopefully you can see it definitely is a metallic sort of sheen that it gives. Alright, so I've sort of lined my lips. I hate lining my lips. I'm really bad at it. I kind of only do it to correct lipstick when lipstick's not kind of sitting well. But you can see it's got a sheen. It does have like a sort of slight, soft, metallic shimmer to it. It's not a bad pencil. And let's try this guy. Let's swatch it next to the pencil. Ooh, it's a nice colour. It is a nice colour. My makeup looks crazy today, but we're testing stuff out. Alright, oh, it smells very sweet, and it's a very runny formula. I feel like this didn't need to be lined unless you want to correct your lip shape or overdraw your lips, because it is a nice kind of smooth, precise liquid lipstick, so you can kind of line your lips with it anyway. The colour is nice. I don't really like metallic lips personally, but if I was going to go a metallic lip, it'd probably be a colour like this, so I quite like it. It's dried down now. It's very, very thin. Oh, and it's dried completely. So that's just little bits that are still kind of drying up in here. I don't know, I don't mind that. It's quite comfortable. I don't hate it. I don't know how long they'll last, but if you do want to see me do like a wear test with that, let me know and I can do that in the future. But there you go, so interesting. Alright guys, that was me testing out some new release products from these brands in Australia. So we had e.l.f., we had Barry M, Sleek, and also the Balm. I'm going to definitely say that e.l.f. let me down. Jeez, that baked highlighter is, it is so bad. It is so bad. I can't believe how bad it is. That really surprised me. Also the gel liner, I don't love it. Like, it's still sticky on my hand. But I think this would last all right. It's just that to actually get a bold line, you have to really build it up, and it's very kind of creamy and thick, so it's almost looks chunky on your eye. I don't love it. Not my favorite by far. And then also their contour kit I wasn't impressed with. I found that it almost looked kind of patchy when I put it on, and it's already started to seal after swatching it once, so I'm definitely not impressed. These colors barely, like the matte was a bit better, but that shimmer, once again, there's like barely anything that comes out, and that's already starting to seal again. So these are not good in my opinion. I don't love them. For me, I think the winner is the Balm. I really like their products. Whenever I try their products, I'm quite impressed. I really like the mascara. I really liked the Nude Beach eyeshadow palette. I think it's just a nice basic eyeshadow palette. Quite easy to use, not like the best pigmentation or the best formula in the world, but definitely easy to work with, easy to use, easy to create looks. You have the things that you kind of need, enough mattes, enough kind of transition colors, enough light colors, deep colors. You can get some nice warm eye looks using this. Yeah, easy to use, no complaints. The Balm Springs blush is actually a really nice blush, but just be careful. It is super pigmented and it doesn't look like it's a really dark color, but when it is on the skin, it's, yeah, there's a bit of color to it. So I would recommend very light hand tapping off your brush, but it is a nice, it blends really nicely. It's a nice color. It's a nice blush. Then the only sleek thing I used was the highlighter out of this Face Form contouring and blush palette. I have used these products before. I love this blush. It's a gorgeous shimmery blush. It's like NARS Orgasm on steroids. If you saw the one that I've actually got in the single pan, it's like heavily used. I really like it. That highlighter is really pretty. It looks a lot more silvery than it does in the pan, but it applies nicely. It gives a nice glow to the face. It's pretty, and I've got no doubt that bronzer is really nice as well. Just in first impressions, it's a lot more buttery and a lot smoother and less firm than the e.l.f. one. So the e.l.f. one was really hard to get out of the pan, but then when you did go to swatch it, it was kind of chalky, so a little bit dry, and it just kind of, I don't like it. Then we've got the Barry M Matte Me Up Lip Kit, the metallic one in the shade Prestige. I really like the color. It is just like the packaging. It's cool. It feels really comfortable. It doesn't feel like I've got a matte liquid lipstick on. I don't mind this. I don't mind this. We'll probably do a lipstick wear test with this in the future to see how this wears. Yeah, that's it. All right, guys, that was my get ready with me trying out some new products. As you can see, there was some good products, some bad products. It happens, but thank you so much to Beauty Next for inviting me to the event and giving me this awesome stash. Like, there's a lot of fun stuff to play with, and I'm looking forward to putting more of it on my face. Maybe not e.l.f. Sorry, e.l.f. Alright guys, if you like this type of video, give me a thumbs up. Let me know if there's anything from e.l.f. you actually enjoy. I would like to know. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.